EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Garendo. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Looking to throw is Williams. It's complete. It's Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Williams going to look to throw again. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted across midfield.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Guendo.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. To throw, Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Devontae Smith.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They're going to look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw, it's Williams. Open man here, Sims complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try the left side. Winters. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Condors have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Williams. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Williams going to sneak it.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Caleb Williams
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there. 45 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Condors come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Condors are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing is Williams.
He's got Higgins over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. To the air, Williams.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Condors are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams going up top. And this throw will be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him to 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Back to throw. Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
On the give, it's Galindo.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
Oh, that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
2nd and 11.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Condors strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On play action, here's Williams. Complete. Smith has it. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. They'll run on 1st down. Winters. And he's got some space here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Right back to him on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, first and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Here's a big one. It's fourth and goal. They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Melbourne,
they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's
Get off the field. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Let's get off the field. Let's go, baby.